It's your boy in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable news for you guys as always, because we got something really important, a special transfer news. Of course, you've already seen the title, the thumbnail. Title does not matter in my video, so thumbnails and everything. Yes. Now, Arsenal are looking at a new striker, of course. But not only this, we are going to talk about. Do join in our live, and please send in if you have not. Arsenal versus Rapid Vienna predicted 11 for tonight's game. We're going to discuss about tonight's game in today's live, and of course, we will actually discuss about how everyone wants Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm sorry, Ian Wright wants Ainsley Maitland-Niles against Tottenham and Reece Nelson, of course. So, without any further ado, let's start the video. The man in the picture, his name is Darwin Núñez. Now, Darwin Núñez is a Uruguayan centre forward, and he is linked with Arsenal. Arsenal are keeping an eye on him alongside Real Madrid, who believe Luka Jovic is not a wonderful signing for them. So he plays for Benfica. Darwin, Arsenal are very much interested. He has played with Luis Suarez, Lucas Torreira, and of course Edinson Cavani recently. And talking about different stuff, well, these are the training images. Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, Joe Willock, and Kieran Tierney, with the man that you want to say is Gabriel Martinelli is back in full training. Forward Balogun alongside Emil Smith-Rowe and modelling Mustafi. And so Miguel Aziz tweeted these two images with the caption "Training Day @ Europa League." And of course, you could see Forward Balogun posting this image on his Twitter with this emoji, and @ Arsenal is what he typed up above it. And you can say Shkodran Mustafi modelling for Barcelona. They're very much impressed. They don't even need his modelling anymore. So, Forward Balogun alongside Mesut Ozil training. And you can see Bukayo Saka, Forward Balogun, Miguel Aziz, and of course, Alex Lacazette. The training jumper looks really slick. But moving on, well, Sam Dean tweets out, well, expectation is that Arsenal defender William Saliba will indeed go out on loan in January. It is a confirmation that yes, he is definitely going to go. And Sam Dean tweets out, I am told there is loads of interest, club and players set to go through the various options in the coming days. Now, we all know there was a report which suggested it was pretty much clear that William Saliba would want to go back to Saint Etienne because that's a well-versed club that has actually helped him develop. I think that would be a very good option for him, but it is up to the player and Mikel Arteta and the club to decide. But moving on, so Arteta said this also in the pre-match conference. He says, for me, the dream that I have with the love that I have for this football club is to achieve the level that this club deserves and build a project. Believe me, it takes time, and this is not a month or 3 months. This is time and time and time, and a lot of good decisions and a lot of support. This is where we are, and I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight all the way through because I believe that we can do it. We're going through difficult periods. We will see who responds, who doesn't, and how we react as a club through different periods. So all Mikel Arteta is actually asking from you guys is have faith in him. But moving on, well, Ian Wright has urged Mikel Arteta to dump Willian and play Reece Nelson for the North London derby. Now he says, I would try to throw something else into the mix. Reece Nelson or even Bukayo Saka on the right. But Saka is going to be on the left, so I put Reece Nelson on the right instead of Willian, because we know that Willian is going to do what Willian is going to do. For me, he's been a little bit negative with the way he's been playing. A lot of backwards passes. You know, somebody who can at least get back and progress the ball. If Saka can go and really put pressure on Serge Aurier, that's where I think if we are going to get any kind of joy, then I think Saka's got to go up there and put pressure on him. Then Granit Xhaka can pull in on the left, just to put that body in there that Elneny should hold. Going into the North London derby, I'm always nervous about it simply because for me, it is one of the biggest games. It is one of the best games. I enjoyed everything about it. And when I went to Arsenal, it was the game which meant the most to the fans and at the time to the players, because we had a lot of players who came through that derby from the age of 9 or 10. This is the first one I'm going to where I'm afraid. I'm afraid simply because of where Tottenham are at the moment, and we can't ignore where they are at the moment. They're in the ascendancy. So As suggested by Ian Wright, of course, he fears Arsenal might not perform well, so he's actually trying to explain his part of the deal. But moving on, well, another player on the top of the Arsenal's list for this January window is Ibrahima Konate. Well, he is a right-footed centre-back or right-sided centre-back as they want to partner with Gabriel Magalhaes. Mustafi Luiz and Socrates' contracts are all up at the end of the season, and Mikel Arteta wants a centre-back in next month. So Ibrahima Konate is in Arsenal's radar. Big question, are they spending? So even Mikel Arteta had apologized for some reasons. He says, even when we were winning, we were a long way from what I want. When we are losing, you see things even further. But margins between when were losing and winning have sometimes been really small. There are reasons for it, and it's going to take time. I am sorry. Man's won you an FA Cup and a Community Shield, and you need to believe in him, man. You need to believe in him. He knows the depth of the pain being an Arsenal fan. But anyways, so Arsenal require physicality, according to Ian Wright. So he believes Ainsley Maitland-Niles would be a perfect player to play for Arsenal in that game. He said, we need energy and legs. As much as I thought Joe Willock did as well as he could do in the second half against Wolves, Reece Nelson the same. We're going to need someone like Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I don't think Elneny is going to play. Partey is not going to play. If it's Sebas and Xhaka, that's kind of been his go-to two players that he's using at the moment. That is not enough. Nowhere near. I think that they need more of someone like Ainsley's physicality to deal with what is going to be going on in that midfield. And you're looking at somebody like Lacazette or somebody who's going to have to be able to come off that front and patrol that area of Højbjerg. So Ainsley Maitland-Niles is tipped to start the game on Sunday. However, Alex Runarsson opens up about his as a professional footballer. What is his dream? It was quite risky to join Arsenal, he says. He says as a professional footballer, you improve when you are put in difficult conditions, and playing in this kind of pressure will either make you or break you. But I definitely like the challenge. It's one of the big reasons that I joined, because I knew it would help me improve as a football player. It does not matter what position you play. I think maybe as a goalkeeper it is a little bit different, but you definitely have to have the mentality that you want to push to become number one. If it happens or not, if it happens in a week, a month, or a 1 year, that always has to be your mentality, because otherwise you're in the wrong profession. I think I have to have this mentality that I can play, and I have to believe it and show it. I think the shock will be more when the fans will be back in the stadium. There will be 2,000 fans back in the stadium tomorrow, and that is fantastic. And Arsenal legend Paul Merson admits that he cannot believe how Arsenal have actually fallen beyond Tottenham Hotspur. He says, Tottenham, the saddest thing for me is how far and how quickly Arsenal have fallen behind Tottenham. Tottenham have just built one of the best stadiums in the world. I thought they were going to be selling players left, right and centre. A bit like Arsenal after they built the Emirates. Every year a star player went. Tottenham are spending more money than Arsenal. Tottenham have a team there and are in that group where they can win the league. You can look at Arsenal and they're in the group with Leicester, Southampton, Everton, West Ham and few others. People used to say the Arsenal. How did the Arsenal do today? Who have the Arsenal got today? That's gone. They just say Arsenal now. It was such a top club. Some of the teams they've had over the years have been phenomenal. I think it sums up the situation at Arsenal that Wolves can experiment in that game and play a load of attacking players. That fear isn't there anymore with Arsenal. I know Wolves played a back four the previous week, but let's get one thing straight. Connor Cody wasn't available in that game. This was Wolves that were experimenting. So Paul Merson makes a very interesting point. I'm not even saying that he's wrong here. He's definitely making some really interesting point. Now I would want to see how Arsenal players react to it. I don't know. I don't know how things will go. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But also, Arsenal fans, you can actually vote for November's Goal of the Month award. Yes, 10 goals have been picked, including a trio of Vivian Miedema goals. Yes, Vivian Miedema goals. And Joe Willock's goal as well. So everything has been considered, so you guys can go and vote for your Goal of the Month while I just, wait for you to join in my live as you finish those things. So, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. Well, roast of the week coming very soon. You guys have selected the soft mentality of the players. So let us just talk about the soft mentality of the players. I'm definitely going to roast that. the video is coming soon. I'll actually work on I'll start working on the topic as well. So cheers. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to join my live 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And I do not know if I'm going to have a watch along tonight. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.